Hi, wir sind Oskar Loje Augustsson and
Human Man.
Human Man von Vintage
Human.
Van. Und ihr seid Stormbringer. TV.
So Oscar and Stefan here from Vintage Caravan once again after like 1.5 years. When we talked the last time, I have the impression you grew up a bit. You became very mature with the tour life and something like that. I mean, we didn't meet last time, but I remember him. So how do you feel? Do you feel grown up now?
I feel more grown up than I probably was back then. A bit more. It was more of a adventure at first. You're like, oh, everything's new. It's more like, it's always an adventure. It's always fun, but it's a bit calmer. Maybe. I think we were partying more back in the day. At least me.
Back in the day.
That sounds like you're talking about a 30-year career.
Yeah. I live in dog years, so every year is like 4 human years. So.
If you don't take care, it might be like that.
Yeah, it could be, yeah. That's true.
So you have been aware when you hit them like a year ago or something?
I have been where?
You have been aware of what they are doing, and they are always on the go and always around touring.
Oh yes, I was actually just a fan of the band before I joined the band. I was going to shows in Iceland and having a great time there. So I was thrilled to get to be in the band.
So you knew what to expect.
Yeah, I mean, this is all kind of new for me as well. But I mean, it's been a year since I started touring with them, and so yeah, like Oscar said, it's more, you're more used to all the things.
Yeah, the tour life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The things like alcohol, drugs, and naked girls after the show.
Raining naked girls after the show. Yeah,
It's funny we talked.
Weird the first time when they just start falling.
yeah, it really hurts.
Yeah.
It's funny we talked about it last time. So that didn't change.
Yeah. No, of course not. No.
Still around girls. Something.
But it's always an adventure, though. Yeah, it's always really fun. Especially that. Yeah.
And I suppose you still live in Denmark, but it's more of a hub for you to just sleep there or something. Have you been there ever?
We actually moved back to. We stayed there in 2014 and 2015, and we got our stuff back. We lived in my sister's basement, so not basement. It was like a lower floor, and she's having her 4th kid now, so having like 3 other kids in the house was too much. So I definitely get that. So we won't be living there anymore. We're probably going to be in Belgium next summer. This summer. This summer.
Okay.
So we're going to see how that goes out.
It's more convenient. You're near to Donsdorf.
Yeah, it's more in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's good.
But you aren't home very much anyway, so it's just you put your things there and just leave again and go on tour.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
That's how it was. And like in Denmark, we didn't stay there. Especially this time around, we stayed there like all in all, maybe a month. Like maybe
it was mostly like a week at a time.
Yeah, that was like at most.
Yeah.
Just the home base.
Yeah.
Drop things off.
Yeah, because like flying to every show would be ridiculously expensive.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But Nuclear Blast is paying it anyway, so.
Yes, they are. No, not them.
Maybe now they will. I don't know. So talking about touring, you got used to it over the last 8 years now to be far away from home on the road all the time. Do you still enjoy it?
Well, I started touring like this 2 years ago. This is starting now the 3rd year, so I'm getting used to it. But it's weird, circumstances change. I have a girlfriend now. That makes it a bit weirder, a bit weird to be away all the time. But it's definitely different, but nice.
The girlfriend, she came raining down someday
Came
on the stage.
down, just like, hi, nice to meet you. Let's go have a life together.
But it's I think that's pretty hard. Being on tour and being always on the go, and maybe you sit around with 30 years or 35 and you say, oh my god, everybody else got kids and got a house and a car and a proper job, and we are still playing our asses off live.
We might have children all over the place. Who knows?
No, it is like the rock life, you know.
Yeah. And like being very drunk, signing some investments in like houses and buying stuff. I might own like 4
married.
houses and like 16 children. That might,
Yeah, maybe you did already.
yeah. So and then I say to the guys with the kids and just one house, I'll say, ha, I played a few concerts while you were doing all of this. Oh, I don't know what I'm saying. This is very stupid, but yeah.
Yeah, you are not afraid to be it's a drawback for you when you come to age or something.
No, it's I think a lot of people would love to be doing this at an age, at an older age, I guess.
But you are slightly older than the other guys.
Yeah, I'm like 13 years older.
Really?
No, I'm
No, how old are you?
I'm 25. Alex is they are 21 and
Okay,
2.
So,
Yeah, Alex is 22. I'm 21.
so he's the new band grandpa.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
how I always sit in his lap.
Yeah. Calling him grandpa.
Tells me stories about
Yeah.
the 90s.
Yeah, I always like fire the barbecue and grill up dogs and
It's funny. I talked to the guy. Yeah. It's all serious here, you know. Yeah.
why not?
Yeah. So, just stop laughing. We just take up a serious face.
Seriously.
Yeah.
There's no time for fun here.
No. I talked to the guys from Mantar, which are label mates from you, from Nuclear Blast, and they started relatively late. I think they were like 30 when they founded the band, or 30 plus. So it's just the other way around. You were like 11 or 12 when they founded the band. What do you think is better? Because they say they have the impression they can handle things better because they are more mature now and they know how the business is like. You have to be accompanied by your parents the first concerts you were.
Yeah, definitely. I am going to have to say that I am very happy how things turned out. I'm very happy that I don't have, wife and kids and all that stuff, and then like starting the band, then doing all of this. I think being able to get the band to a higher how do you say it?
Level.
Higher level, yeah. Higher
Welcome.
level. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Higher level than when I'm 30, I can then we can not be like, let's say if we have kids at like 30, then we don't have to be like away for like 11 months out of a year. That would be very nice to make a living doing 11 months.
The enthusiasm is not there anymore.
Sorry?
The enthusiasm is not there anymore.
No, but it's. Are you talking about at that age or like? Are you talking
about if you have like reached like 40 or 42 like me, there's no enthusiasm left to do things like that because you say, okay, well, I'm getting tired very easily or something like that. I can play a show for 2 hours every day or something.
No, exactly. But it's like I think it was very nice to kind of grow up with the band, and I think. At all times it has been like a very steady. I'm very happy that this is a band that doesn't like go like this and just like goes like straight away. I think it's from day one it's been like very steady, just gradually getting more and more successful,
But I had the impression it was like anyway, from
but
my point of view.
Yeah, okay. I mean from in that maybe expect, but we at that point, like 2013, 14, I hadn't been in the band for like 8 years or something like that, 7 years, so it was always pretty gradual, for us, and even now, doing our first headline tour now, where it's actually pretty fast, but pretty nice.
Yeah, it's true. It's your first headline tour. Yeah. It's a very big achievement.
Yeah, actually it is
for a very young band.
Yeah. Being it's actually really nice, pretty surreal actually.
Yeah.
Really
Surreal for you too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I was just like
You look very stunned.
thinking about something else.
Yeah.
No, yeah, of course. It's I've been myself like in bands since for like 11 years, but just local bands in Iceland, so nothing like this, of course. And yeah, it's always been a huge part of my growing up. Since a child, I was.
So you had them on the radar, like for a few years.
At the Vince Caravan. Yeah. I was planning this whole thing.
Yeah,
and
Thinking, that's the band I want to play in someday.
Yeah, and then I sent a secret letter to Guðjón and like, you should quit.
Must quit.
No.
I was gonna take it to a way darker level. And I was like, no.
Why did he quit? I think he's gonna studying something.
Yeah, he's studying, and I think
What exactly?
He's studying fishing industry economics. That's the.
That's very rock and roll.
Very. No, but it's I think this kind of stuff just didn't really suit him. You met him.
Yeah, he was around the last time when we did it with the three guys of you.
But I think around that time he figured out that like that wasn't maybe that isn't his thing. He's a very different guy than me and Alex and Stefan. He's very particular, and he likes to have like a schedule and everything.
No touring life.
And touring life is not that. It's a lot of sitting around doing nothing.
Making silly interviews with
yes,
dubious guys.
Yes.
Or more dubious magazines as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So the last record was called Arrival. The one before that was called Just Help Me Voyage. I wrote it down here, but didn't see it. Do you think is there some kind of arrival yet? I mean, you're still going on and on, so there is no arrival. So what do you mean with arrival?
For Arrival, we both it was a play on words for Voyage, Arrival, and also we thought like with every single album that you're happy with, you're like, oh, this is we arrived somewhere, we did something, this is great. But like as every good musician should do, that he sees the flaws in his work and wants to do something different. I can tell you that the next album is gonna be different, definitely.
What will be the title of the next album?
Departure. No.
Okay.
No, probably something like Grandma's Vacation in Baghdad or something like that.
Grandmother's Winter Vacation.
Yeah.
In Baghdad.
Yeah.
Concept album.
It's a concept album. For
double
sides.
a double album.
Double album.
Like quadruple album.
Yeah.
With
Just a lot of vinyls in a box.
gatefold cover and everything.
Yeah, not Mark, which is the first one. People have to figure it out. It's like a puzzle.
Yeah. You just have to figure it out by looking at the the particular songs on the record sides. That's what I did. And I had a record where
you have to count every line.
Yeah,
it's a Morse code.
Yeah.
It's progressive.
Oh, there are 3 songs on this side. It must be side F.
Yes.
Yeah, we're working on this.
On the cover motif of Arrival, there is this ice polar bear drawn caravan again, and it's arriving at some kind of ledge.
Yeah.
Where a lonely warrior stands with a sword in hand. So. What is this, like some kind of end boss in a video game, or what is that? I
think it's for each and everyone to kind of figure out by themselves, because it's like interpret, because I have my own interpretation. And
that was mine.
Yeah.
I guess my interpretation would be kind of this caravan is just traveling all the time, and it's landing on different planets and different scenarios and like environments. I don't know.
Yeah.
But you have to win over this warrior before you go to the next album.
I think we'll see. Yeah. I think we'll see how. I think it's all gonna make more sense when the next album comes. Then you're gonna see like, the polar bears died or something. Then you're gonna or something. Maybe not.
We gotta switch to regular bears.
Yeah, regular.
Yeah.
Oh,
As you are in the
walking bears.
as you live in Middle Europe now, it's more plausible to have normal bears, which are very much bears in Belgium, as we know.
Yeah, and we're huge bear lovers. People are probably
Panda bears would be cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, cute.
we're probably gonna get a lot of like from the bear community. We're gonna get a lot of like love, I think, for this interview. And for
So
the
much love.
albums.
From all the bear communities.
Yeah, from all the bear
There would
communities.
be much love from the bears.
Yeah. Berlin will
If you know what I mean.
Yeah. Berlin. Sorry, that was a bad pun.
That was a good part.
But you mentioned the bear died or something. You died in a movie, in a film movie. Yeah, it's called Metalhead.
Yeah, Malmö.
Or Malmhus in the original title. But you're dying at the very beginning of the movie, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, how do you die? Just describe it for the people who haven't seen the movie.
Basically, I'm driving a tractor, and my sister is like, dinner or something like that, and I'm like, yeah, it's okay, and I do it like this, because I'm cool, and then like because I'm not paying attention, the tractor like does like something. I'm not sure actually what happens. It's a field.
Hits a bump.
It's a bump or something, and then I'm like, "Ugh," and I fall backwards and go. I went into Icelandic there.
Knock yourself out.
Drivskaftið. What is
Drive
that?
shaft.
Yeah.
His hair got caught in.
Yeah, it gets all caught up in there, and then it's like, and I lie on the floor like without hair, which is like my worst nightmare.
Yeah.
That rhymed.
Obviously, it wasn't your hair. It was just like a kind of stunt.
It wasn't even me.
trick or something.
It wasn't even me who lied there. That was the guy was like, "You don't want to cut your hair, do you?" And I was like, "No, I don't want to do that." So they got like extra to play the guy who was like
Stunt double.
stunt double. Yeah. Yes.
Did you like the scene in the movie where he is in?
No, I cried.
Really?
No, yeah, I remember seeing the movie and I was like, oh.
I know this guy in the tractor.
Yeah, it
was-
was strange.
It was actually I went to see the film with my dad.
Yeah.
And he was just like, he sat next to me in the cinema, and it took him like good 3 days to get over that scene.
Really?
I think so. Yeah, because it's son dying, I guess.
So it's a good scene.
It is.
A good made scene.
It's a good scene. Yeah.
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 You have to watch the movie. It's called Metalhead.
Malmö.
A very weird movie from Iceland.
It's good.
We don't want to tell too much here, so
No.
he's in the movie. So
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in the movie.
yeah,
He's-
he's in the movie.
He's in the movie
as well.
It's his head cut.
So when you're away from Iceland that much, do you still have something that connects you to Iceland? And I don't mean things like internet or something like that. Just a personal item or something.
I have a bracelet that my girlfriend made for me, but other than that, not really. I have my human legs and human arms, and that reminds me of Iceland as well, because they're very pale. Yeah,
And your face maybe.
yeah. No, that's really dark.
And you?
Tanned.
Like a thing that reminds me of home.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I would-
connection upright to Iceland.
I would guess this necklace that my mother gave me on my birthday is a really good reminder of where I come from.
Do you miss home sometimes?
Yeah, of course,
Yeah.
but this is always fun.
Yeah.
It's I always miss home, but
It's beautiful here as well.
Yeah, this is a great room.
It's a great room in the middle of Austria.
No, but yeah, of course. Like I think with I of course miss home sometimes, but you have to like appreciate what is happening. We're a young band that's doing fairly well on our first headline tour. I can't. Being like, I want to go home is kind of like kind of whiny. And, But everybody.
We don't want to get whiny.
No, of course not. No, but people have bad days, people have good days.
Of course.
Yeah.
Today is a good day.
Yeah, today
Because
was
you're
actually
here.
a good day. Yeah. Like Ice Cube said, today was a good day. Thank you.
Yeah.
And theme.
That is a new cover version, maybe. Well, last question. You are a so-called power trio, like the scene likes to call bands with 3 people only. Did you ever consider to take a 4th member, a second guitar player or something in the band, or was it never a thought or something?
I
It
can't.
was a thought, was it? Because you looked at him like that.
No, it was just like the second guitar wouldn't work.
No, I can't play with another guitarist. I kind of can't. You know, I sometimes, you know, yeah, but like, I take up a lot of space.
Yeah.
I am a very
And sound as well.
yeah. I'm just like space and sound, and I'm a fat man, and I just take space. No, it's just you know, and also keyboards were always like, I really like keyboards. There were some keyboards on Arrival.
Yeah.
Tiny bit in one song on Voyage called Do You Remember? But other than that, it's all guitar, bass and drums. But I always had, you know, I'm a big Grand Funk Railroad fan, and when they got a Hammond player, I was kind of like, no, like, shit. But I with age, I've grown to like that more. It's good stuff, but
So maybe in 10 years there will be a Hammond organ.
yeah, maybe.
I mean, we have had shows in Iceland with a keyboard player,
Yeah.
just for having the same effect as the album.
Okay.
We usually don't do
did
it.
like three shows.
Like the release show of Arrival in Iceland, we had all the keyboards there on the album. Yeah.
Well, kind of music you do, I don't think they demand for very much keyboards. It's fine like that.
Yeah, it works. It works well like this, and I also think, you know, having another member kind of changes the chemistry in the band, because it's like, I really like it pretty simple. You know, pretty simple. Like, you know, I can just like send a signal to him, and he can send a signal to me, and we can all like. Now you have a 4th guy there. All of a sudden, you're like,
who is that?
yeah, who are you? You were not invited here. No, but yeah.
When you would like to sell your music to a person who never heard rock and roll or vintage Caravan or rock music before, how would you describe it in 3 words? Or 3 sentences?
Just like that. I just do that. What I just did. Yeah.
That's an argument.
You wanna go first?
That's
Yeah.
He will buy all the CDs.
Power Bear Rock.
Power Bear or Polar Bear?
Power Bear Rock.
Power Bear Rock.
And
Yeah, I think that's all we have to say. Power Bear Rock.
finger licking mouse.
Rock.
Those are rock. Mouse rock.
Mouth.
Mouth rock. Rock comes from here, bro. No, but
Okay, so we leave it at that. You can figure out for yourself what kind of style it is. But thanks, guys, for the nice talk, and I hope the show is really stunning tonight. And,
Oh, thanks, man.
any last words?
mouth.
Rock.